Hello guys. Today, we're diving into WH questions in English.
Yes, these are essential for asking questions. They help you in so many situations.
Alright, let's start with the basics. WH questions start with words like who, where, and what.
Exactly. Who is used to ask about people. For example, who is your best friend?
That's a good one. Another example could be, who is coming to the meeting tomorrow?
Yes. Who is great for identifying people? It's always a good question starter.
Next, we have where. We use where to ask about places. Like, where is the coffee shop?
Or where do you live? It's perfect for finding out locations or directions.
Exactly. Now, let's move to what. What asks about things or actions. What is your job?
Great example. Another one is what are you doing this weekend? It's very versatile.
Absolutely. What is also helpful for asking about objects. What is that on your desk?
Yes. I love how flexible it is. Now, let's talk about which. It's used for choices.
Right, like, which color do you prefer, red or blue? It asks for specific preferences.
Yes. Another good one is which one should we choose for the project? It's always about options.
Moving on, we have when. This is for time. For example, when is your birthday?
Exactly. Or when is the meeting scheduled? It's all about asking for time details.
Now we get to why. Why asks for reasons. Why are you learning English?
Yes. It's great for understanding motivations. Why did you choose that option?
I love how why encourages deeper thinking. Next, we have whose. It asks about ownership.
Right, like whose phone is this? Or whose book did you borrow? It's all about possession.
Yes. And lastly, how. How asks about the method or process. How do you make coffee?
Or how was your trip? It's great for asking about experiences or instructions.
Hopefully, this should be an interesting video for everyone learning WH questions.
Definitely. If you have any questions, you can comment below.
Let's recap quickly. Who is for people, where is for places, and what is for things.
And which is for choices, when is for time, why for reasons, who's for ownership.
And don't forget, how is for methods or ways of doing things.
Alright, so in theory, using these WH questions can unlock the ability to communicate easily.
That's true. WH questions are the foundation for becoming fluent in English.
Truly become fluent in English by mastering these questions in daily conversation.
Let's go over some more examples to keep practicing. Who is the CEO of the company?
Where did you go on your last vacation? It's good practice to think of real situations.
What is your favorite book? Asking about someone's preferences is a great way to connect.
Which one do you like better, summer or winter? See how simple it is to start a conversation.
Exactly. When does the store close? Is another question you might ask when shopping.
Or why did you decide to change jobs? This is useful in professional settings.
Whose laptop is on the table? It's a common question at work when something is misplaced.
Yes, that's practical. And how did you learn to cook? Is another great example for everyday chat.
Actually, using WH questions in daily life helps erase any doubts you have about the language.
Absolutely. Once you practice them, you'll feel much more comfortable asking and answering.
And don't forget to subscribe if you want more helpful tips on learning English.
Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and keep practicing those WH questions.
These questions are a great way to start conversations and learn new information.
And the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. You'll be asking questions without thinking.
Let's go over some more advanced examples. Who inspired you to start your career?
Where would you like to travel next? This encourages deeper answers and discussion.
What skills are you hoping to develop this year? Perfect for goal-setting conversations.
Which career path do you find most exciting? Great for talking about jobs and interests.
When do you feel most productive? This question can spark a conversation about work habits.
Why do you enjoy working in a team? It's ideal for talking about teamwork and collaboration.
Whose idea was it to start this project? Good for discussing leadership and ownership.
How do you stay motivated? This question can lead to talking about personal goals and habits.
Hopefully, this practice is helping everyone see how useful WH questions can be.
Yes, they truly unlock the ability to speak confidently and fluently in English.
I love how WH questions make it easier to learn more about others and share experiences.
All right, so, we've covered a lot today. Any final thoughts before we wrap up part 1?
I think we've covered the essentials. Don't forget to practice these questions every day.
Yes, and if you have any questions, you can comment below. We'd love to help.
WH questions are your key to smoother conversations, so keep using them.
We'll be back with more examples and practice soon. Thanks for joining us.
Alright, let's continue by reviewing each WH question, starting with who.
Who is used to ask about people. For example, who is your mentor at work?
That's a great example. Another one is who will present at the meeting?
Exactly. You can also ask, who is responsible for the project?
Right. Who helps you find out who's involved in tasks, which is very important.
Next, we have where. Where asks about location. Where is the nearest coffee shop?
Or where do you usually work during the week? It's helpful to learn about places.
Another one could be, where did you grow up? This helps you learn about someone's background.
Exactly. Where is great for understanding locations and someone's history.
Now, let's talk about what. We use what to ask about things. For example, what is your role?
That's a good one. Another example is what are your hobbies outside of work?
Yes. What is very versatile. You can ask, what do you plan to do this weekend?
Exactly. It can also be used for things, like what is your favorite book?
Perfect. Now, let's move to which. Which is used when you're asking about choices.
Yes. For example, which design do you prefer for the presentation? It's great for options.
That's a good one. Another example is which software do you like using for this task?
which helps when there are multiple options, like which day works best for you.
Exactly. It's all about making choices. Now let's go to when. When asks about time.
Yes. For example, when is the next meeting scheduled? Is something you'd hear at work.
Another example could be, when are you planning to take your vacation?
Exactly. You can ask, when did you start this job? To know more about someone's timeline.
Yes. When is great for anything related to time and deadlines.
Now, why? We use why to ask for reasons. Why are you learning English?
That's a good question. You could also ask, why did you choose this career path?
Another example is, why is this project important for the company? It helps clarify goals.
Why is perfect for understanding motivation, like why did you make this decision?
Exactly. Now let's move to whose. This asks about ownership, like whose laptop is this?
Or whose idea was it to start this new project? It helps determine who's responsible.
Another one could be, whose team are you on for this assignment? It's all about belonging.
Whose is great for asking about possession or responsibility in the workplace.
And finally, how. How asks about methods or ways to do things. How did you finish the report?
Or how do you stay organized at work? It's all about understanding processes.
Exactly. How can also ask about experiences, like how was your business trip?
Perfect. How helps us learn about the way things are done or how people feel.
Hopefully, this should be an interesting video for those learning WH questions.
Yes, these questions unlock the ability to speak more confidently in English.
Let's do a quick overview for everyone. Who is for people, where is for places.
And what is for things or actions, which for choices, when for time.
Why asks for reasons, whose for ownership, and how for methods or experiences.
These are the building blocks of asking questions, and they're key to learning English.
Yes, using WH questions helps you become truly fluent in English.
Truly, you'll sound natural and comfortable in conversations when you use them.
Alright, let's go over some more examples. Who organized this team meeting?
Where is the new office located? Is something you might ask at work.
What software are you using for this project? Is a common question in the office.
Which task should I prioritize today? This helps when you have many options.
When is the report deadline? Is an important question to stay on track.
Why did we switch to a new system? Helps you understand the reason behind decisions.
Whose presentation will we see next? Is something you can ask during a meeting.
How did you achieve that success? Is a great question when you're curious about someone's process.
Asking these questions helps you learn more and stay engaged in conversations.
Yes, and the more you practice, the easier it becomes to ask WH questions naturally.
Exactly. Let's keep practicing. Who do you admire in your field?
Where can I find the updated project files? Is helpful for staying organized.
What's your biggest goal for this year? Is a great way to learn about someone's plans.
Which project did you enjoy working on the most? It's good for understanding preferences.
When are we meeting with the client? Keeps you updated on time-sensitive tasks.
Why did you choose this solution for the issue? It's helpful for problem-solving discussions.
Whose responsibility is it to handle the budget? Is something you'll hear in meetings.
How do you manage stress at work? Is important for learning about work-life balance.
Hopefully, all these examples help you feel more comfortable using WH questions.
Yes, they're essential tools for clear communication in English, especially at work.
Remember, WH questions are your keys to unlocking deeper conversations.
And they help you truly become fluent in English by making your conversations richer.
If you have any questions, you can comment below. We're happy to help.
Yes, and don't forget to subscribe for more lessons on learning English.
Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and keep practicing those WH questions.
The last example is amazing. Keep these WH questions in mind, and use them daily.
Alright, we hope this lesson helps you in your journey to become fluent in English.
And remember, practice makes perfect. You'll improve with each conversation.
WH questions will guide you on your language learning adventure, so don't stop asking.
Yes, keep using these examples, and soon, you'll feel more confident speaking English.
Good luck on your English learning journey, and we'll see you in the next lesson. Bye.